Hey guys, welcome to Healing Fontaine again. So for the book for September in our book club is going to be the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So I'm going to go over it real quickly just to let you guys know more so what it's about, what you guys are getting into, and some key things I really want you to pay attention to. And please stay tuned to the end of the video. So I'm going to go over some things particularly for Christians just to be aware of we're reading. Because I am aware not everybody who watches this necessarily is Christian, okay? So to have 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, let me just go over the 7 habits. You have habit 1, be proactive. Habit 2, begin with end in mind. Habit 3, put first things first. Habit 4, think win-win. Habit 5, seek first to understand and then to be understood. Synergize, sharpen the saw, okay? So now, a few things I want you to really pay attention to when you read this. This is a character work book. This is not a self-help book. Let me explain what I mean by that. A lot of these things he's telling you to do aren't things you willpower yourself into doing. Being proactive, you don't willpower yourself into doing. Under the intention, when I say be proactive, I don't mean just take responsibility of your life. I mean not letting the outside influence you as well. Like that habit there, to be proactive, was when he starts talking about perspectives and paradigms. You might have to take therapy to get over some things. You might have to take therapy to get over what happened in your childhood, what happened with your father, your mother, disappointments that hit you that you don't face in yourself properly. That's one thing I do want to go over. Number 2, this is more of a foundational book. I mean, this will be a book that you would start on and start with before you build into the other books that we're going to go over more so in the program that we have with the Healing Fontaine Book Club. All right, so now I really want you guys to particularly focus with the paradigms and when he talks about personal vision and mission statement, and really focus as well upon habit 5 and 6 when he talks about seek first to understand and to be understood, and synergy, and as well as habit 7. Okay, so now as you go through this, please take the time to answer the questions. I have the physical book that I bought. I actually, just full disclaimer, the high school that I went to, Youngmen's Preparatory Academy in Miami, they did make us read this every year. It was part of our curriculum, being proactive, the 7 habits, things of that nature. I've actually bought the adult version recently. I recommend, even if you're watching this and you're like 16, 15, 14, and you more so want to be better in life, this be a book that you read and you reread, and do spend the money to become a part of the programs. I've been a part of a few of the programs that they had us pay for in high school. They're very beneficial, very helpful. I would recommend that you become a part of it. And yeah, that is everything. Now, I am going to release videos since he's the person for the month. Just some videos, just reaction videos about things he talks about. Where we watch it, and I go over what I get from watching it, what I get from listening to it, things like that. So you will see me pause, respond, pause, respond, pause, respond. All right, guys, so I almost forgot. So now for the Christians, when you read this, fast and pray about the things he talks about, merging with your character. This is where you declare over yourself. I begin with the end in mind, that I have a good vision, that I put first things first, that I meditate on the word day and night. This will be how you're reading this naturally. Now, you're reading this naturally, but remember, our foundation is Christ. So when you read this, read and pray over yourself. You read the questions, you pray, you get in worship, and pray over yourself. Some of the things he talks about you might not have on a natural level. I know a lot of Christians are horrible with organizing anything in their life. Life's a mess. And then they say it's the devil. God, no, you need to organize on a natural level. You need to organize yourself. This is a good book naturally to get started with getting in the natural, facing yourself in the mirror and saying, I'm in my life where I'm at right now because of my decisions. God, help me, God, to be more proactive, begin with the end in mind, be better with people, God. Listen to them to understand, not to be right because I feel like they're evil because they don't believe. This would be a good starting place for that. This is a very good starting place for that. So I would tell you as a Christian, make sure that you focus on the things that I say everybody else focus on as well. But you really take the time to really dial in on the private victory. The private and the public victory, and how they interchange with each other. When he talks about dependence, independence, and interdependent, you take the time to focus on that. Because you learning how to work well with others is very important, whatever you want to do in life. Ministry, business, very, very, very important. Me getting in management, I use a lot of things I learned with me working in management, offices, and sales from this book. So I did want to say that. I almost forgot to add that in. Thank God I didn't forget. All right, see you guys later.